Hi, it's Kari Mason, President and founder of FirstClassCreativity.com. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to give you, my loyal blog readers, something different to look at today. And what that is going to be a tutorial using my Digital Studio 2 so that you can see how easy it is to put together a card. Now, the first thing I did was I went to File, New Project, Cards and Tags, and then I went to Greeting Card, and then 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But since I already did that, I'm going to go back to this page because it brought the whole thing up. In the menu down here, you have 4. Number 1 is the front, number 4 is the back, and 2 and 3 are the insides. We're going to go ahead and design a Halloween card because Friday, or Saturday rather, starts the beginning of fall, and so I'm kind of getting in the fall mood. But because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead with my background papers, and I'm going to go ahead and select, I think I'm going to go ahead and select pumpkin pie. And what I'm kind of feeling is like maybe a card that you could give to someone, maybe one of your child's teacher, that kind of thing, during a Halloween party. So I'm going over here to this bar, and I'm going to go to Insert Global Search and Add, because here, if you don't know where something's at, it'll basically bring it up for you, because it brings up everything that's background, punches, stamps, and embellishments. So it's this is one of the nice upgrades that they did from my Digital Studio to my Digital Studio 2. So I'm going to put in Frightening Feline. The only thing is you have to make sure you put it in properly. Now there's nothing there, but I know there's something there because there it is. My cute little kitty. I love this. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller though. And then I'm going to add like maybe a layer to it. So I'm going to come over here to the background papers. I'm going to go to cardstock. And I'm going to go to Wisteria Wonder and add as a page layer. Because purple and orange are kind of Halloween colors. And I'm going to see if Rich Razzleberry will look better. I think it might. And it went to the whole back. But no, it's definitely better. And you know, I'm going to leave it like that. And then what I'm going to do is put the pumpkin pie as the page layer. I like to go ahead and sometimes just create off the cuff for you guys so you can see that it's actually pretty easy to do. So I just add it as a page layer, and it's going to go over my kitty. And then I'm going to frame it in black. So I'm going to go with matte over here. So I have the square page layer, which just happens to be the right size for my stamp image. Then I'm coming over here to matte. And I'm going to go ahead and change this to black. And that's how you know it's changed. I'm going to bring that up to 6. Okay, so that's great. And then I'm going to go ahead and right click on it and send it to the back. Alright, so that's looking pretty cool so far. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and add this ribbon. It's the 1/8 taffeta ribbon. I'm going to left click on my stamp, left click on the page layer, and move it up. Sometimes you can't catch them both. If you group them, which I'm going to do right now, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to group. I'm going to click on the back layer, click on the top layer, then go to Arrange and group it. And that way, if I move it anymore, it's all going to stay together. So it's awesome. And then if I don't want it grouped anymore, I can come up here to Arrange and Ungroup, and then I'll be able to move it around at will. So they won't be together. Okay, so now we have our black ribbon with our black bow that I'm going to go ahead over here to the Design Center and flip and bring it down. And then we're going to tell this teacher that they're spooktacular. So we're going to go to text, and I've already selected chiller. We're going to add a text box. Now we have to select chiller. And you may or may not have chiller in your fonts depending on your computer. Excuse me a minute while I look for it. Here we go. And then I remember I had to make it kind of big, like 30. And I'm going to bold it, and then I'm going to type in your. And then I'm going to take the text box and bring it down and take that little box and move it over, and then I'm going to click off and then grab it and put that here. And then I'm going to go back over to insert global search and add and type in toxic, because I'm using the words from the toxic frameable digital designer template. It's $3.95 in our holiday magazine on page 24, and it's got 34 stamp brush sets in it. It's just absolutely amazing, and that's what I'm going to use here. So this background overlay, I'm going to go ahead and select that. You'll see that it put this little dark thing over it. I'll show you that more in a minute. I'm going to do that again because I made that really small. I've never done that before, so I don't know why I did that. And then there's a thing that says Spooktacular, and that's what gave me the idea of giving this to someone really, you know, is a fun thing. And if it doesn't double click, you can always just insert it. So your Spooktacular, so I'm going to go ahead and select the... Oh, I know what's moving. See, what's moving is this overlay here. So I'm going to right click and send that to the back. And now I'll have time to move my Spooktacular around. And actually, I'm going to take it, grab the square box and move it just a little bit smaller. I'm going to move it up a little bit because this is a bleed area, so it won't show. Then I'm going to select the your and put it right there. And there we have a very fun, playful card for someone's Spooktacular. Now the only thing I might do is with Spooktacular here, I can do a drop shadow. So when I put this up to 75, you can see it gets darker here, and I can move it like this and give it kind of more of a pop-up look. And so there we go, a very Spooktacular card that you can send to those that you want to.